All right, you have reached the Bois Incorporated Podcast. This is episode 11, I think. Yeah,
Good
yeah,
stuff. Good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I think we're on episode 11 now, and as I'm
I
sure
do believe we are.
has immediately become obvious, is I'm using a new thumbnail for this one.
Oh shit! I haven't seen it yet. You didn't explain this to me.
No, don't worry. It's not. Nothing's really changed about it. It's just basically the only difference here is I bought a fucking Photoshop subscription, I guess, like a week ago, and
Okay.
I've been trying to justify it so far. And the best way I have of doing that is taking our current thumbnail and just putting whoever isn't on that episode in complete, like, black and white. And that's it.
I feel you.
So this one, it's just going to be you and me in color, and Nate's going to be, like, sepia out.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought that would be a pretty good idea, because then you can just tell at a glance who's on the episode and not have to scroll through to see which one is which I have to do, because I remember based on who I was talking to which episode is which, but every thumbnail
I was
is
gonna
exactly
say
the same.
I wonder. I was gonna ask if we should like make different thumbnails for who's on the episode, but I guess you got that covered.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do it once we get like the new thumbnail, but
We'll figure something out.
yeah, right now I am on that shit. So we got the new thumbnail game. This is also gonna be the last episode that I edit in my fucking shitty free editing software, because I decided to fucking pony up over Black Friday and buy Real Man editing software. So I'm graduating from fucking Shotcut to Adobe Premiere Pro.
There you go.
So that'll be a...
Oh, I do have a topic. Adobe's dead. Adobe Flash is dead.
Oh yeah, Adobe Flash fucking died.
They discontinued all support of all Flash, so there's no more Flash games.
Yeah, it sucks
So
to like...
remember those shitty Mario games you used to play? Yeah, you can't fucking play them no more.
Yeah, dude, of course I remember Adobe Flash. Dude,
Oh, I meant
some of those games...
to the listen.
Yeah, some of those games, those were fucking treasures, dude. They're just gone. I was seeing people talking about like, oh, well, you can just like play it through not Flash, and it's like, yeah, but it's not the same.
Yeah, the point was, if you're at school, you could just go on a sketchy-ass website and play free video games using Flash.
Exactly.
I can't do that no more.
I could just Google Run 2, and the first thing that comes up, I could just click it and be playing Run. But now I can't.
Exactly.
I mean, good thing I'm fucking out of school at this point, because now it doesn't matter. I can just...
I was gonna say, school sucks now. You can't do that shit no more.
Exactly. We got out of school at legitimately the perfect time.
Like, legitimately, because Corona and fucking Adobe's dead, or Adobe Flash is dead. Adobe's still around.
Oh yeah,
It's
Adobe is still
PDF.
Dude, Adobe is still absolutely killing it with Photoshop and Premiere Pro and all the other ones that I subscribe to that I haven't used.
Yeah, and that stupid PDF formatting
Fucking
document bullshit.
Acrobat, yeah.
Fucking hate PDF.
Yeah, but yeah, I was talking to my brother who's about to start going to the high school that we went to, and they, like, the school district just had a meeting saying that they're, like, the junior high and the senior high near us are not fucking opening up until February.
Jesus.
So
I totally did not ever sneak onto the construction site and set an alarm off on the school.
you didn't do that?
No,
All right,
I
sweet.
would never.
I got you. Okay, cool. Just, yeah, I mean, I was about to ask, like, is that something you've ever done? But, like, you're way ahead of me on that.
Yeah, I knew. I read your mind.
Exactly,
I just knew.
Dude. I mean,
That was your next question.
I should probably
Was,
stop
Joe,
thinking
did
out...
you ever sneak on the construction site?
Dude, I should probably stop thinking out loud in the text chat. Just in the fucking Discord chat. Have you ever snuck onto the school construction site and pulled the fucking alarm? Because, I mean, it's an obvious no, but, like, what am I thinking?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was talking to him or whatever, and he's talking about how, like, the teachers know just enough about online school now that it's a pain in the ass, because they had a summer to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because we fucking graduated last year, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. It was just kind of thrown at them.
Well, considering the last quarter didn't count, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, really. It was like, they legitimately were just like, alright, well, school's closed. Okay, well, fuck it, do online now. And all the teachers are like, what is my computer again? Like, they don't know if it isn't Google Docs. Like, if they don't know how to run that, they're fucked. But, like, they don't know how anything works, which was really funny to witness. Apparently some of them still don't, but, like, They've had enough time that it's being taken seriously now. Last year, they were definitely just phoning it in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, all right. I got a fun topic. I think I can start us off with. It was, I believe, what company was it? There was some fucking video game journalist website that, it was GameSpot. Basically, GameSpot made a review of the new fucking PS5 Spider-Man Miles Morales game.
Mm-hmm.
And it has become a huge fucking meme recently based on one of the things
I've heard some about it, but not a whole lot.
There's nothing really super noteworthy about it except for one line that, like, everyone has turned into a meme.
What's that?
Let me see. I'll see if I can direct quote it, because it's really fucking funny. I have it on my phone. I just need to... Let's see. Yeah, okay. So basically the dude is writing the review, and he's talking about, the nuance of... Because one friend knows that he's Spider-Man, but can't identify with the rest of his upbringing, and the other friend is, like, the same... He's in the same sort of racial group as him, but doesn't know he's Spider-Man, so he's talking about how that's a really interesting thing or whatever. So in his review, he writes, "You got to live through that internal turmoil with him. The child of a black father and Puerto Rican mother, Miles is a wonderful mixture of cultures and languages. The way he leaps off of rooftops and flips backwards to face the camera before falling into a headfirst dive is just full of the exaggerated swagger of a black teen."
Oh, I have heard about that.
That's exactly what everyone's flipping their shit over, and, like, it was really funny.
I didn't know what that line was from, but I've heard that about a billion times.
Yeah, everyone has just been memeing on the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
Because it's ridiculous. Who the fuck talks like that?
Well, I mean, it's just really funny, but, like, the best is then everyone was like, yo, GameSpot, that's kind of racist, and then they were like, no, the dude who wrote it is black, like, he's not really being racist. Granted, it is a very fucking weird sentence, but, like, not really that racist.
If he is black, I think he's allowed to say it. It's like the N-word,
I mean, he's definitely allowed. I'm not like, bro, what the fuck, you can't say that. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, who cares? It's just funny to see instantly, like, some people were like, bro, that's racist, and it's like, but he's black, though. So then, basically...
Even if he wasn't black, I still don't think it's that racist.
Nah, I don't think it is either. I don't care what race it is that he said that. It's just a weird sentence. It's not really racist. So basically, this dude tweeted it out as like a yo, what the fuck, GameSpot, and a dude fucking responded from GameSpot. He goes, "Hi, GameSpot editor here. If you actually bothered to read and listen to Jordan's review, who is black, the majority of it examined Miles' experience of being a black character in New York City. This shameful tweet of yours just reeks of you assuming he was white and speaking out of turn." Which, not a very well-written response, honestly. Like, I'm on your side, like, I'm not mad at you or whatever. Like, I'm not losing any respect for GameSpot as if I had any in the first place, but, like...
Yeah.
I'm not looking at this like a, bro, what the fuck? But, like, bro, it's not that deep.
I was gonna say, it's not that serious. That is my fucking, like, go-to phrase recently is, it's not that fucking serious.
Exactly.
It's not.
Dude, he had to end it with, "This shameful tweet of yours just reeks of you assuming he was white." No one gives a fuck, dude. Like, it's just a weird sentence. Like, it's just a really funny thing to point out. And he went about saying it in the weirdest way. I don't think the dude's original tweet wasn't even insinuating that it was racist, really. I mean, the tweet he was responding to was, it literally says, "Yo, WTF GameSpot," and then a 13-second long clip of the review, and that's it. And the dude's like, "You thought he was racist because you assumed he was white." He's like, "No, he just said, bro, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
So, what the fuck is any of this? What is any of this happening? So, I remember I wasn't sure what the fuck that was. I was just, like, scrolling through memes, and I kept seeing people mentioning the exaggerated swagger of a black teen, and I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about.
I assumed it was some stupid, like, white reporter who said that.
So did I.
Trying to be, like, politically correct or something.
Exactly.
But it's even better that it's not.
I mean, yeah, it's even funnier that it isn't, because then it's not cringe, right? It's not like, oh, you just didn't know what you were talking about. It was, this dude, I mean, he just phrased something weird, and everyone was making fun of him for it, and then GameSpot was like, no, don't worry, he's not racist, and everyone's like, well, I don't think the implication was that he was racist, because it's just funny, but, like, whatever. So
I mean, it definitely sounds weird, though. It does sound kind of borderline racist, I'd say.
It's just a weird sentence. It's weird that he had to. It's weird that he had to point it out. Like, yeah. Bro, you could have just as easily said. You could have just as easily said. I really like the way they animated him, and the way he moves has a lot of personality as compared to Peter Parker in Spider-Man PS4.
Sure, but let's be honest for a second here.
Yeah. Okay.
When it comes to swagger, who's got more?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it's a weird thing to point out and say in your official review of the game. Like, he sat down at his computer after playing the game, and he typed up a whole ass script, and then he read through it and he went, yeah, okay, the whole
fine.
the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. That sounds good. Now let me record it. So then he recorded him saying the entire script, then edited the fucking video together, listened to it back another time, and went, yep, this is good. Send. Upload.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely a little goofy.
Yeah, it's pretty goofy, but it's not, it's not anything serious.
No.
So, all right, I'm gonna kind of jump to my next topic here, but I was ready to start this episode. I was ready to start this episode by praising Netflix, which is not something that I will do often, right? I really don't like Netflix.
No, I don't think you can. I don't think you're allowed.
Here's the thing. I don't really like Netflix. Right. Like, I think they're actively just becoming shittier and shittier. Like, I still watch Netflix, but, like, less and less over time.
Yeah, sure.
And I was ready to be like, you know what, Netflix, I don't really like you, but this was a win. And then they fucked it up.
What did they do?
So I believe it was around maybe a week and a half ago, they added like 3 seasons of the Chappelle Show, which I believe is the whole like show, like every season of it. They added the whole Chappelle Show, and I was like, that's fucking awesome. I love Dave Chappelle. He's a really funny dude. I want to watch through it. So I started watching through the first few episodes. I was like, dude, this is really good. Like, I want to keep watching this. So then I fucking opened up Netflix to watch it like a few days ago, and that shit isn't there anymore.
Oh.
And I was like, where the fuck is the Chappelle Show at? Like, what the fuck? So I look into it, and I'm like, oh, they just fucking removed it. Why would they remove it like a week after they put it up? And basically what happened was Dave Chappelle said, hey, Netflix, why is my show on your platform when you didn't ask me to put it on there at all? And they're like, oh, sorry about that. And he's like, no, listen. Technically, you're legally within your rights to do it because you bought the rights from Comedy Central. I don't own the show. But it's kind of a dick move to, like, throw it up there without even asking me. He's like, please don't keep it up there. And Netflix went, all right, cool. And then they just took it down.
Wow.
I was like, my initial reaction was, all right, well, you know what? Not even gonna blame Netflix for that one, because, like, they were acting, legally when they were doing it. So it's not like they were just stupid. But then I was like, wait a minute, yeah, it was. They should have just fucking asked first. Like,
yeah.
Like, every source that I was reading was like, yeah, and the reason that Netflix would do this is because Dave Chappelle was really close with them, because that's where he does all his fucking comedy specials now. So, like, they talk to each other a lot. And I was like, if he's right fucking there, you might as well ask him. Like...
Okay, but let me interject. I want to interject something here.
Okay, go for it.
Why should they ask, though? Isn't it, like, free publicity?
It sort of is, but it's like, it was his show, and although he doesn't own the rights to it, it was still kind of his.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of weird to just ask a whole dude, like, not random, you know what I mean, though, like, just one dude, like, hey, do you care if we put your show on here? I don't know, I feel like, why bother? I mean, I do also see the other side of, yeah, but it is his show.
Yeah, well, no,
like, I do see that.
See, here's the thing, right, like, there, all these sources, they were talking about why Netflix would decide to do that after Dave Chappelle says, hey, can you take this off? You did it without asking. And then Netflix does. The reason a lot of people were saying they probably did it is because they want to keep Dave Chappelle happy because he does all his fucking comedy specials there and tons of people watch them. So basically, Netflix is like, well, we want to keep him happy so that he keeps doing comedy specials with us.
So, I'm gonna be honest though, he kind of low-key sounds like a bitch about it. Like, why do you fucking care?
I don't know, he's kind of all over the place. I think he's a really fucking funny dude, though. I wish they kept it up.
I mean, yeah, maybe he's funny, but why be like a fucking little bitch about it?
Well, I mean, yeah, basically, like, his whole, like, statement was just like, hey, like, you didn't ask. Can you, like, take that down? And he's like, you're well within your rights.
I think that's a little ridiculous.
He's like, well, you're well within your rights not to. I mean, you own the rights, but, like, kind of a dick move, Netflix. And Netflix is like, alright, fine, we don't want to make you mad, because then you'll go to Hulu.
I think it's a dick move to fucking say, hey, that's my show that you bought the fucking rights to, take it down. I think that's kind of a fucking bitch-ass move, in my opinion.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that, but I was like...
I see both, though. I do see both sides.
I was so ready to be like, dude, Netflix, good job. You just put up the Chappelle Show, dude, I love it. Because the main problem I have with Netflix is they just keep getting rid of all of the good shows and replacing them with shitty Netflix originals. That's the problem I have with Netflix.
I will agree with that.
Netflix is like, no, we're not gonna renew the rights to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. We'll just let them walk. And Hulu's like, okay, we'll take it. And they're like, instead, we'll give you 13 Reasons Why. And it's like, ew, what the fuck? Why? I was like, but wait a minute. So Hulu has It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go watch them then.
Yeah.
And it just keeps happening where I'm like, oh, that's a good show. Oh. Well, the rights just expired. Oh, Hulu has it. Sweet. Like, Hulu is like, fuck it, we'll just license all the good shit, where Netflix is like, we're gonna make the good shit, but they don't make good shit.
No, they don't.
Like, most of the Netflix original stuff that I've seen isn't good.
I'll agree.
Like, alright, I'll give you the first season of Stranger Things. I watched that, and then that was...
I liked Stranger Things. Yeah. I liked the whole show.
I didn't watch the second season, or at least much of it. I watched, like, maybe the first or second episode, and I was like, alright, I really don't care. The first season was... It was good. I'll give it, it was good. Like a 6 or 7 out of 10, maybe. Like, it was above average. It wasn't amazing. I wasn't, like, fucking blown away by it, but I was like, you know what? It's alright. You know, I can watch that.
I mean, the 80s, I think, is probably my favorite time period. A lot of nice cars, a lot of good music.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting, like, new fucking developments. Like, malls became a fucking thing.
I got you. Okay, yeah. So I was like,
I always liked the 80s.
Yeah, I was like, alright. So,
a lot of good movies, too.
Oh, yeah, there's tons of good 80s movies. So then, I was like, alright, well, what else? What else has Netflix done as a Netflix original that's good? And I was like, well, the Daredevil TV show was pretty good, except it was only the first season and a half of it that was good. The second half of season 2...
Which show?
Daredevil. Which was really fucking good. You should definitely watch that shit. But only the first season and a half. The second half of season 2 just sucks. Like, it...
Gotcha.
They had a great villain, and then they just said, nah, fuck it. What if he just wasn't? Like, how about we introduce this ridiculous nonsense so that it can be tied to the Defenders? And none of the other Defenders shows that I've watched were very good. So you have fucking Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Daredevil. And the first season and a half of Daredevil was good. Iron Fist, nah, not really very good at all. Kinda sucked. I heard meh things about Luke Cage. I've heard some people say it's okay. Others say it was kind of dumb. I've heard okay things about Jessica Jones, but I was like, I really don't care if, like, the best they're gonna be is, like, average. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
They have one solid season of Daredevil to carry all fucking 4 characters. Like, no, I'm good. And then they're just letting all these fucking high-profile shows go, and then they pay some fucking ludicrous amount of money to keep Friends.
No, they don't, because they don't have Friends anymore.
I thought they did. I thought they paid, like, fucking hundreds of millions to keep Friends.
Unless they did it recently, no.
I'll have to get back to you on that one, because I was fairly certain that they did, but that might be old. Right? I feel like...
I think it is. Unless they did it recently.
Yeah, I saw a headline like that, but not, like, I can't remember when. Like, this could have been fucking years ago that I was seeing it. Where it was just like a fucking ridiculous amount of money. Whereas, like, why would
Yeah.
you... Like, bro, for Friends? Really? That much? It's fucking crazy. Oh, yeah, and didn't Netflix just fucking lose The Office, too?
I think so, yeah.
Like, because fucking whatever channel it is owns that, wants it to go to them. Like, fucking, what is it, CBS or whatever? I don't fucking remember. I don't know what channel it's
I
on.
don't remember.
I don't know what channel The Office was on, but they're losing that one, too. So it's like, oh, well...
Why do I not know what channel it's on?
I don't know.
I feel like that's something I would remember.
Because the channel isn't really relevant when it's been on Netflix for, like, years.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I guess, I can talk a little bit about, what's been going on recently with me, because, like, I don't know, I've just been, I've been changing my life around a little bit.
Yeah, understandable.
Right, so, on, Friday last week, I just fucking quit my job. That was pretty fun, because it sucked. I was just like, alright, well, you know what, fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore. So on Monday, I talked to my fucking boss, and I was like, yo, I'm quitting on Friday after my shift. And he's like, alright, cool, well, sweet, I just need it in writing. And I was like, alright, cool. So I just fucking quit after Black Friday, which was fucking ridiculous working in retail. I mean, retail Black Friday, not something I want to experience again.
Fair.
I feel like I've had it once, and I'm good, and no need to go near it again. So I'm done with that. So basically, I quit my job and said, you know what, I'm just gonna see if I can take up freelance video editing. So that's what I'm kind of working towards now. So that's what the Photoshop and Adobe Premiere Pro purchase was about.
Yep.
So I was like, all right,
Understandable.
well, yeah, fuck it, get some actual, like, good editing software, and fuck it, Photoshop is in there too, why not? I'm sure I can find a use for Photoshop. So I decided to fucking buy those. So now I've just been looking into how to get that going. So that's been a lot of fun. So I figure I can probably go on.
I would highly recommend Fiverr.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking Fiverr and, like, Upwork, which is basically similar to Fiverr. That was actually the sort of initial idea was, fuck it, go on Fiverr and just build a portfolio like that. So keep an eye out on Fiverr. Over the next, like, month. I might start taking fucking commissions for video editing. But basically,
yeah, all four of you, make sure to look for them on fucking Fiverr.
Exactly. Bro, we're getting, like, a consistent 10 views an episode now.
I was gonna say, I noticed we actually have been getting, like, actual views, so that's cool.
We've been kind of getting views, yeah. The problem is I don't know if it's people that I personally know or not. I can't tell who it is that's watching.
Who commented on the one episode? I forget what the name was. It was, like, a basic-ass name. Do you know who it was?
I think it was my brother's friend.
I was thinking it's probably Logan, or shit.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You can use his first name.
Okay. I was thinking it's probably Logan's fucking friend.
Yeah, it is. The Mafia Boss equals Epic. Yeah, I think that's him.
Yeah.
I just know one time, like a couple weeks ago or whatever, like before I recorded that episode, I was, like, Logan was, he was out with his friend, like, working out or whatever, and he needed a ride home. So I was like, alright, sweet, I'll go pick him up, and his friend needed a ride. So I just fucking dropped him off too. I don't remember what the kid's name was, but he was talking to me about doing a podcast or whatever. Because he's like, oh, Logan said you do a podcast. And I was like, oh yeah, there you go, check it out. So I assume that would be him.
Probably.
Yeah, so, but I don't know who the consistent 10 views are, because we have, like, 11 subscribers, but I can't name all of them. So...
No, me either.
Yeah, no. Also, something I've noticed is the longer an episode goes after an hour, it typically does worse. Like, if we take forever after an hour, it's, like, one of our worst videos. Like, the hour...
Alright, good to know.
The hour and 50-minute long episode has, like, it has 6 views.
Jesus. Well, because nobody wants to watch a fucking 2-hour, like, bullshit episode.
I mean, I might if it was entertaining, but I don't remember what happened that episode. I just remember it's an hour and 50 minutes long, and it has 6 views.
Spoiler alert, it wasn't entertaining.
I mean, yeah, I can gather, but dude, I like how the episode with the fucking stupid thumbnail has more views. Like, it has more views.
Dude, even I watched almost all of it. Like,
yeah. It has like 3 fucking. It has more views than the first like 3 videos that came before it. I think it was just the thumbnail.
Yeah.
And like, the amount of effort that went into that thumbnail. I was literally on the ride back from doing gun golf in the back seat of my fucking parents' car while they were driving. They were driving everyone back, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna make the thumbnail right now. So I opened Samsung Notes and made a black screen and just wrote "fuck" on it. Just saved it.
I remember from fucking last episode. I think you said something about it.
Yeah. So I don't know why, but the longer we go over an hour, the worse an episode typically performs. So I'm gonna try to keep it close to an hour from now on. I think I learned my lesson.
What if we just make like 3-minute episodes? Maybe they'll do super well.
I mean, that actually might sort of work, like, because it's easy to pump out like 3-minute conversations.
Yeah, but like, the problem is they'd be boring.
No, I mean, I feel like we could be entertaining for 180 seconds at a time.
No, I mean, like, they wouldn't, not boring. They wouldn't be full conversations, you know what I mean?
Oh, no,
like,
it would just be a small exchange, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, the way the YouTube sort of algorithm works is the more shit you put out, the higher chance you have of it popping off, basically, is the easiest way to explain it. Is like, the more often
you upload, so let's say, like, 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, that used to be the fucking meta. Now you gotta do 8 minutes.
Okay, so what if we do, like, 8 minutes of, like, each topic? That might fucking work.
I mean, it might, but I don't see any reason to split it up like that, other than just to try to game the system. But yeah, of course. Yo, you wanna
joking because you said the less it is, the better it does. So what if we just fucking make them like 2 seconds?
Exactly. I'm just gonna upload a 2-second video 8 times a day, every day, no days off. Where it's just me going fuck, and that's it. Until we pop.
The best part is, you would definitely catch some traction doing that.
I would.
That is the fucking worst part about the internet.
I mean, I've seen people catch traction like that, dude. I actually participate in that shit sometimes when I find it funny. I put up on my Instagram story a while ago a fucking TikTok this dude made where basically the #1 like TikTok person right now just hit like 100 million followers. Fucking Charlie D'Amelio. Yep. She just hit 1 million or 100 million. And it was back when she was at like 98 million. He uploads a fucking TikTok where he's like, yo, I'm gonna beat her to 100 million as the world's most famous spoon, and it's just him holding a fucking spoon.
I think that's retarded.
I mean, he didn't come anywhere close, but I couldn't help but appreciate it. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. The world's most famous
I thought it was fucking stupid, because at this rate, anybody who does something like that is just copying that egg.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, people.
I love the egg because the egg was original.
The egg was original because it was like, fuck it, let's just get something that shouldn't deserve any clout and give it the most clout out of anything.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Was make it what 18 million? It's like 57 million or some shit likes. Some crazy fucking number. I just know
the egg has way too many fucking likes on it, but.
But it was great because that was like everybody comes together.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that was awesome.
It was a team effort. So.
But like anybody else trying to do that now, I feel like is legitimately just copying.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, whenever anything pops off like that, there's like a ton of imitators. You can still find shit on the App Store trying to be the next Flappy Bird. It's not happening, bro. So
no.
Yeah. So
trust me, you don't want to be the next Flappy Bird. You don't want to make 500 or whatever amount dollars and then kill yourself.
I don't think he killed himself.
Oh, he definitely killed himself. Did you not know that?
No, I didn't. Damn.
Yep. Because he like couldn't handle the ad revenue or something, or like the attention it got.
Bro,
he,
never mind.
Killed himself.
Never mind. I'm gonna be the next Flappy Bird guy. You've convinced me. You talked me into it. So all right, I think I've got one pretty good short story from when I was still working in retail. From like maybe 2 weeks ago. So this was something that I found pretty funny. So basically, it was like the sort of early hours that we were open. Like there's only a few people in, and I was helping like get shit out on the floor. So I decided I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. So I'm in the bathroom, fucking take forever because, you know, I'm still getting paid when I'm in the bathroom. Who cares? Right? I don't have to clock out. So I take like 10 minutes in the bathroom just doing nothing. Come back out. And I fucking walk back out and I hear a woman with the most fucking violent cough I've ever heard. Like, I'm not going to replicate it because, like, I don't want to cough directly into my fucking microphone and just clip it and, like, destroy everyone listening with headphones. So no worries. I'm not going to do that. But it was, like, violent. Like, it was bad. And, like, you know, she had a mask on. And she's walking over to the corner where the bathroom is, and she's, like, talking to someone on the phone or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about it, I was like, dude, she might have COVID, right? Like, with the way she's fucking coughing. I was like, I don't know. I've never heard anyone with COVID cough, like, in person or anything. So, like, I don't know. So I was like, maybe I should, like, maybe I should stay away from this bitch, right? So she's having a really fucking loud conversation on her phone. And she's walking up to this wall where we have a ton of fucking Crocs, right? And she's like, basically fucking yelling into her phone. And she's like, oh, hang on, just give me a minute. I found all the Crocs. Give me 1 minute. And I was like, wait a minute. One of the symptoms of COVID is loss of taste. This bitch is perfectly healthy if she's shopping for Crocs.
Yes.
Her taste is fine. So that was something I just fucking had to take note of because that was legitimately like my fucking thought process. It's fucking stupid, but I don't know. There was something so funny about her fucking walking in with a hacking cough straight over to our Crocs to go check out the whole fucking lineup.
What up? What up? I fucking disconnected again.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh no, bro. What happened? Just Discord being shitty?
I don't know. I just missed whatever you said.
Which part? Like how far back?
I heard the Crocs part, but nothing fuck out.
Okay, so you heard her talk about finding the Crocs?
I heard you talk about clearly she has taste. She's
Okay.
fine, and that was like it.
Oh, okay, alright. Well, that's basically the only point I wanted to hit.
Okay.
It was just that. No worries, we're good. You got all of that I wanted you to get, so we're good.
Oh, I start my new job finally.
Oh, nice. Where are you working? If you're comfortable saying.
I don't care. I'm not going to be specific, but it's a dealership that deals in big rigs, like
okay, so
trailers.
It's like semis.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna be a diesel tech.
Nice. How long are you still in tech school for it?
A long time.
A long time, really?
At least a year.
Oh my god.
At least a year, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, but at least I'm not going to college to be a physicist for 4 years.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Dude, imagine going to fucking college to be a physicist. Could never be me.
Yeah. So at least I got that.
Yeah, you're not doing awful. You're doing okay. I'll take it. So,
Yep.
I remember there was one conversation I was having, like, maybe the day, like, maybe, I think one day before I quit my job, where I was talking with some of the other dudes that worked on the trucks, and this isn't, like, a huge fucking revelation or anything. It was just a funny conversation we were having, which is basically, why is it that every famous person is fucking secretly, like, a scumbag, basically? Like, you know, we were talking about, like...
because that's how they get there.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, we were talking about, like, how, why is it that, like, all these fucking famous people are all secretly, like, child molesters or rapists or child rapists?
Oh, you meant, like, that kind of scumbag.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like that. Like, why are they always fucking weirdos, right? Like, we were just talking about that.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my 2 cents in on why I think.
Okay, go for it.
Because I think secretly most people are like that.
Okay.
But they're not rich enough to get away with it.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I mean, yeah, we were talking about all the fucking famous, like, celebrities and shit that were just, like, either child predators or rapists or both. So we're like, dude, how is it that, like, fucking Michael Jackson, the king of pop, can be so popular but also have this many fucking cases built against him?
I didn't even know about that.
Oh yeah, no, dude, he's got a few cases. Like, I don't,
Again, I guess just because you're rich enough to try, even if you don't get away with it, you're rich enough to try to get away with it.
I mean, yeah. So like, the funny part is we were talking about it, and he's like, basically everyone agreed, like, yeah, but we don't care though. Like, his music is still good.
Yeah, I love Michael Jackson.
Yeah, we're like, all right, look, it's kind of fucked up if he did molest kids, but like, I'm still gonna listen to Michael Jackson's music. Like, it's just good.
Oh yeah.
Like either way.
Either way, Man in the Mirror is still a fucking bop, and I'm not gonna stop listening to it anytime soon.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, he was like, dude,
that was the change he wanted to make. He wanted to stop molesting kids.
Stop diddling kids. Yeah.
I had to fucking say it. It was
that's rough.
Perfect.
Oh no, dude. I feel like that has to play into the title now. It's got to be something about looking at the man in the mirror, asking him to change his kitty diddling ways.
Yes, it definitely does.
Fuck, man. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about all the fucking ridiculous nonsense with like celebrities and like politicians and shit being like that, and we're talking about like R. Kelly and how he's also kind of like a predator.
Yeah. Did he like what was him? He was P, right?
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. I think. Well, they got him a while ago for like pissing on an underage fan or something, but then like
that's what it was.
Yeah, I think it was like he managed to actually fucking get away with that one. I don't remember how that played out because that happened when I was like way too young to know what the fuck was going on. But then they just got him again recently. And like he's kind of in the midst of it, and he was on fucking Good Morning America talking about how he's fighting for his fucking life. So,
I mean, there might be a reason.
I mean, yeah, I'm not sure.
It's because you're an asshole.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
how are you gonna get away with that and then do it again?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, fucking dude, Dave Chappelle has a fucking great bit about it where he's talking about how the R. Kelly evidence is so fucking obviously like he has a sex tape with basically a minor. Where they weren't allowed to show it in court because it would be child porn. Like, they had a dude come out and fucking read the transcript because it was that bad. And he's like, yeah, fucking, my favorite part of that bit is he's talking about, like, he has a dude read the transcript, and he sounds guilty in the transcript. That's how bad it is. He sounds incredibly guilty in a reading of the sex tape. So, yeah, it's not fucking very good, the situation he's in. And it was,
doesn't sound like it.
It was funny. It reminded me of that conversation because I was just scrolling through like my news feed or whatever, and I saw, I think I'll have to pull it up, but it was in some fucking country. They basically just found a bunch of politicians having this fucking crazy orgy, even though they were like trying to pass down some heavy-handed sort of coronavirus like restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I have it saved somewhere. Oh, yeah, okay. It was in Belgium. The headline is, Belgium cops bust a lockdown orgy involving diplomats. Yeah,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a good orgy.
I mean, there is when you're not social distancing. You gotta social distance during the orgy.
I feel like that doesn't quite work.
How you do that, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Dude, did you see fucking a while ago? This was like in the middle of like quarantine when it was it's like most strict. I think it was New York City started passing out these fucking like pamphlets or whatever. Or, like they were sending out these fucking things, and it was basically saying like, here are the ways that you can have like sex during coronavirus quarantine and not spread it. And it was basically just like the fucking local government of New York City was telling people to start using glory holes.
Oh my god.
It was fucking amazing. They're just like, yeah, try to do it with some sort of barrier between you and the person you're doing it with.
That's awesome.
So a glory hole. Yeah, okay. Like, oh, alright, great, I guess. Oh, that's fucking sweet.
Seems legit to me, I mean...
Yeah, right? Like... But yeah, I mean, they're talking about like, oh, try to do it when you're not facing each other. So basically they just want you to hit it from behind through a glory hole, basically.
Pretty much. That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like a great time.
Exactly. Thank
As
you.
a virgin, that sounds like a great time.
It's definitely not. I've never done the glory hole thing, but it's not bad.
I'm open to it.
Exactly. I wouldn't shoot it down. Like, whatever. But dude, how about the orgy with up to fucking 25 Belgian diplomats or some shit?
That's a lot of fucking people.
It's a lot of people. So with the headline, Belgian cops bust lockdown orgy. The description is, police in Brussels have raided the basement of a gay bar where a lockdown orgy was going on and rounded up 25 people, including several diplomats and a member of the European Parliament, local media reported. Oh, fuck.
That's awesome, though.
The reports say the EU MP tried to flee but was caught. Police also recovered drugs from the basement. All of those participating in the orgy were fined for violating COVID-19 curbs.
Oh, shocking.
So, good job, Belgian police, for putting a stop to that, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's like, why the fuck is everyone, like, why is it when anyone gets a little bit of power, they immediately become a fucking scumbag? Like,
I don't think they immediately become one. I think, again, that is part of the thing, is they just are.
That the fame just amplifies their scumbag tendencies that were already there.
I think once you hit a certain point, you just believe you're untouchable.
Yeah. And you believe the kids are
I don't
very
know how.
touchable.
I feel like you have to be pretty goddamn delusional, but I think that's the belief.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, I feel like once people get some power, they're like, oh, well, I can just do whatever the fuck I want now. And a lot of the time, you can't.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No, like, you really gotta be big to be pulling shit like that off.
Yeah. Dude.
Like Amber Heard big.
I mean, she didn't even pull it off now, because everyone's fucking at her throat over it, because she's a fucking scumbag, but...
She still fucking won, though.
Did she, though?
Technically. Like, she won the case, which was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's kind of nonsense. Like, how are you going to win a case like that? It's kind of ridiculous. I just know everyone fucking just hates Amber Heard now, which I'm okay with, because I've heard a few of those
See, no,
things.
that's the internet coming together again, but in the correct way.
Exactly. This is the way we actually got to do it, is save my man's Johnny Depp.
Yeah. You can't just ask people. There's got to be a reason.
Exactly.
You can't just be like, oh, let's get me to 100 mil because I'm a spoon. Like, no, come on.
Dude, I was totally on board with the spoon, though. The spoon has
Nah, I thought it
full
was
support.
stupid.
Nah, bro, gotta get that.
I thought it was interesting, but then I thought about it. I was like, you really are trying to ask for something literally impossible. Like, the egg wasn't impossible. There was no fucking time limit.
Well, yeah, I mean, this was...
On that.
This was... Charlie D'Amelio is 2 million, like, followers away from hitting 100 million, and you are 999. You are 999 million away. So... Ooh, that's kind of...
I just thought that was ridiculous. Like, ridiculous in the sense that this isn't possible. Like,
well, yeah, no, I mean, the joke is, like, how fucking ridiculously impossible it is. Like, I think that's where the joke comes from, is there's no fucking way a spoon is going to be able to do it. And no one even thought that he'd be able to do it, which he fucking couldn't. But...
No.
It was just funny to
I guess
see.
that it's funny, but that's it.
Spoon have big number now, because when you check his account, he's still got lots of clout off it.
Yeah, he got like $1 million or something, right?
I think he got a couple 100,000.
Oh, I thought he got $1 million.
No, I don't think he is. I could check again, but I'm not sure. But you know,
$1 million, I'm also not sure.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, I just like that scrolling through the news is just enough to give you topics. Like, honestly.
Well,
like, dude, my fucking favorite, my favorite thing to happen in the past few days is, I want CNN to be the next Internet Explorer in how fucking slow they are and late to the fucking scoop. There was a fucking great, just a fucking hilarious thing that they came out with. I believe it was Jake Tapper at CNN was like, this was like probably 2-3 days ago maximum. He goes, breaking news. China may have been lying about the coronavirus. Breaking news. Breaking news, bitch. We knew about this for months. How's this breaking news? What?
Yeah.
It's been overwhelmingly obvious that they've lied about this shit since like April. Congratulations, it's December. You finally caught up.
Well, that's the problem. Not mine. That's the problem with CNN. It's fucking ridiculous. It's a fucking joke.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's dude, most fucking...
If anybody who takes CNN seriously, you're a fucking moron.
I mean, yeah. People that just believe, like, big media are kind of stupid. Like, people that just flick on basically any big news channel and you're like, yeah, okay, that seems about right. You don't... No. Just no. All I can say to that is no.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I just fucking love that everyone is still making fun of Internet Explorer for being the slow one when CNN can do that, and, like, no one's like, breaking news?
Yeah.
How about, like, 7 months ago news? Like, I wish there was just a really fucking late news organization that was consistently late about shit. Like, they just bring shit up from, like, half a year ago and pretend like it just happened. That'd be a fucking...
I feel like that'd be pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, just do something like The Onion, but instead of fake news, it's just...
I was gonna say The Onion, but different.
Yeah, The Onion, but it's real, but old.
Yeah. I would definitely subscribe to that.
Yeah, dude, that shit would be great. Dude, The Onion is fucking hilarious, too. Especially some of their old video shit. Dude, some of The Onion's old videos, like... Some of those are just really fucking funny.
I didn't know they did videos.
They used to on YouTube, and some of them are really funny. Like... One of them is like, it was something along the lines of like, fuck, I can't remember. It was something about like how they're trying to legalize the death penalty because that shit is, quote, badass. It's just like all goofy shit like that. I fucking love it.
It is, quote, badass. Yeah, I love it.
Exactly. The death penalty is, quote, badass. Therefore, we're going to try to legalize it in all states. It's like, okay, alright, that's just funny. If you like shit like that, you gotta check out Ryan Long. Dude's a comedian, and he's really fucking funny with these like current event type skits. Like he just did one where it's like the new opinion of the experts about coronavirus, and like the best way to stay safe is you need to let your state's governor come to your house and fuck your wife. Like that's just a way to keep the coronavirus from spreading, is just let the governor fuck your wife. Like, dude, his skits are fucking great. You gotta check them out, but you know, it's whatever. But I just like that scrolling through the news is just enough to have topics at this point. Like, whenever I'm struggling for a topic, I just gotta go like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna open the news then. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. Fuck it. Let's go. I mean, I like that this kind of chains into our topic from a few minutes ago, though, how famous people are scumbags. I love when those two things overlap, and now you have famous people that are in the news being scumbags.
How much steam you got left, dude? Come on, you keep fucking changing the topic. I can't get a fucking word in edgewise. Slow the fuck down.
Dude, what do you want to talk about?
I was gonna say something about The Onion.
Okay, go for it. Talk about The Onion.
I don't know. I don't remember now. I just wanted to point it out.
Shit, okay. Well, yeah, I too like The Onion.
No, there was something about it, like, I can't remember. Like, something specific. Like, some headline I remember reading or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Alright, I got you. Well, I'm gonna keep going here. Because...
That's fine. But slow the fuck down a little bit.
I got you. I'll relax. So, there was a thing that happened a couple weeks ago. I don't think it's, like, a breaking story anymore unless I'm CNN, but it basically I think it was actually a dude that works for CNN. He got caught on like an important fucking Zoom call, like a conference call, just jerking off.
I heard about that.
Fucking
I did hear about that.
What's his name? Jeffrey Toobin?
Something like that, yeah.
That dude got caught just beating his dick mid Zoom call.
I couldn't have told you the name or anything about it, but I fucking remember hearing about that, and I thought that was funny as shit.
I fucking love it. Like why? Why is this dude? how did you get to this position where, like, you've managed to work your way up the company enough that you have this really important, this, like, really, like, crucially important conference call that, like, you just get caught jerking off in, and then it becomes, like, national news.
Because, like you said, famous people are fucking scumbags.
Yeah, famous people are almost always trash. Like, I get that you're, like, under the microscope, but just do nothing.
Yeah.
Just do nothing and you're fine. Just don't do anything outrageous and you're gonna be okay. Like,
yeah.
Hey, maybe
really
wait.
Not that fucking difficult.
Maybe wait until the Zoom call is over, then jerk off.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that's doable.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, bro, how long could the Zoom call really be?
Yeah.
Like, do you really just... How did you have any self-control before the quarantine started? If you can't get through one fucking workday without beating your dick. Like, bro, come on. This is kind of ridiculous. I mean, I just love that they're like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, like, this is national news now. You don't get to live this one down. Everyone in the country is gonna know about it. That shit is really funny to me. How they're like, all right, you know what, fuck it, we're blasting it out.
Could you imagine, though, making national news for beating your dick? That'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be fucking hilarious. Hell yeah. Dude, that shit would be fucking amazing if it was just... you know what? Yeah, fuck it. You can just... You know what? It's just gonna be a headline every time you jerk off.
See what I mean? Like, that'd be fucking funny as shit, but that I can't believe that that's, like, a fucking thing. Why would you do that?
Yeah, really, like, bro. So, yeah, I mean, I mean, I guess just famous people are awful. That's really the best way to go about it, is, like, just, if someone's famous, they're probably a scumbag. And that's without even fucking touching on any of the actual, like, valid Me Too claims, like fucking Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, God, don't even get me started on Me Too.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, Harvey Weinstein,
Ridiculous.
bro, come on now, like... The fuck? I
don't even know anything about that.
I just know basically everyone that's popular ever has taken a picture with the guy. Because immediately after all that shit surfaced, now they're like, hey, look, now your politician has taken a picture with him. And then everyone went, but so did yours. And they went, fuck, you're right. God damn it. They took a picture with him one time 30 years ago. And of course, no one cares. Actually, like, no one gives a fuck.
Here's why the Me Too shit pisses me off. And I think this is a valid reason. Because somebody tried doing it against, wait for it, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. Dude,
Fuck
okay.
off.
That shit really annoyed me. I remember that. I remember that shit, and it was...
I was like, you're fucking joking, right? Like, there's no way.
Well, no, here's the best thing. The best thing about that was what they claimed happened, even if it did happen, wouldn't even be that bad. Like, it was like...
No, I feel like I remember it was really stupid, wasn't it?
They're like, Neil deGrasse Tyson raped me, and they went, how'd that happen? And they went, well, we just had a really awkward encounter, and I was forced to quit my job. What? Basically, they said they were working for some fucking company or whatever, and they were talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson, like, because they were working there. And basically, they were both a little drunk or something, and then he made some kind of move, and she was like, no, I'm not okay with that. And he's like, all right, cool. Well, then I'll just shake your hand and say goodbye. And she's like, okay. And then he went to, like, shake her hand or something, and then, like, he grabbed her wrist in a weird way and then just, like, walked away. Like,
I knew it was something stupid,
yeah,
like he just touched her hand or something.
Yeah, they shook hands, and then his fingers, like, grazed her wrist or something, and he said it was some sort of, like, weird Native American handshake technique or something. I don't remember how he fucking justified it, but it was, like, really fucking innocuous. He said some shit like that, and basically she said, yeah, and as a result of that, I had to quit my job.
Like, no, you're just fucking retarded.
Like, wait a minute, you had a weird, awkward handshake with Neil deGrasse Tyson, so you needed to quit your job? And he also raped you? What? Like...
Yeah, no. Get the fuck out of here.
This is... Hey, relax. Like, stop. That shit is nonsense. Like,
no. You could You could try telling me and you could show me evidence, I still wouldn't fucking believe that he did it.
I mean, even, like, the best story they had was, yeah, he touched my hand in a weird way and then left. Oh. And...
So nothing happened then?
Yeah, so, and then nothing, and then I quit my job the next day. Why? Because he raped me?
Yeah.
When he touched my hand. Alright,
No.
clearly, can someone please explain what the definition of rape is? Because a weird handshake is not that. Like...
I would take a weird handshake from Neil deGrasse Tyson fucking day.
Dude, I would let Neil deGrasse Tyson rape me with his hand. His weird handshake, dude. I would let him rape my wrist all he wants, dude. It's fucking weird. He grabbed my wrist. Well, okay. And then? Nothing.
Yeah.
And then he left, and then he said goodnight, and then he walked away, and then I didn't see him until tomorrow. Like, okay, what the fuck? Meanwhile, they're like, Harvey Weinstein was blackmailing people in that he would ruin your fucking career if you didn't suck his dick, and it's like, that's really fucked up. Or they're like, Bill Cosby was literally drugging and raping women in their sleep.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, those.
You know what I don't like about those
serious cases,
though?
What's that?
I cannot fucking stand it. I think it's fucking ridiculous.
What's that?
The lengths that people go to do it. Why are you doing it 9 years later?
Oh, you mean like how long it takes for them to report it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with
Yeah, that shit kind of irks me too. Where it's like, when you're talking about like, oh no, Bill Cosby raped me. He did? Well, we need to go file a police report. Oh no, it doesn't matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Oh, well, it's past the statute of limitations. You waited past the statute of limitations on rape to talk about? That's like decades. Like,
it's also retarded.
Why'd you wait this long? God damn.
The best is they had like no evidence for any of it.
Well, here's the thing. Against Bill Cosby, they were only able to bring like one case to trial because all of the others happened so long ago. The other ones I think had strong evidence, but it was just too far. Like, it was just too long ago that it was already past the statute of limitations on it, so they couldn't try him for it.
But I mean, even sometimes, like, you literally just have no evidence. How are you possibly trying to justify this case?
Oh yeah, sometimes when they're like, oh yeah, it happened 30 years ago, and it's like, why'd you wait 30 years to talk about this? Like,
yeah. Or even like ones that were within the statute of limitations, but long enough ago where it's like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, bro, come on, like, alright, you know what? I'll give you the grace period of a year.
And even then...
That's a long time, but I think if you're waiting more than a year to come out with it, it's like, why are you scheming then? Like,
yeah, I say at that point you're right. You're fucking scheming. Come on.
You are formulating a plan. You're not trying to achieve justice. You know what I mean? Like, if it happens and like a month later you're like, yo, this shit happened, I'm like, all right, well, let's fucking examine this and see if it happened. But like,
right, that's different. That's a month. It's not fucking a year.
Yeah, that's
even.
30 days. Like, fuck it, 2 months, 60 days. That's enough time to like build a case.
Yeah, and even then, that's like not terrible. That's doable amount of time.
It's like, all right, 60 days. You know what? All right, cool. I will totally buy into it and be like, all right, well, let's look for some evidence, and we have some. Maybe this dude's fucked up. But like,
yeah.
Now we're talking. All right, I'm gonna come out 1,000 days later. It's like, what?
Yeah, like what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna come out like 4 years after, and it's like, why? Why are you waiting that long? Unless you're trying to come up with some fucking scheme, dude. I think my favorite part of the Me Too thing though was the picture that came out of Keanu Reeves trying to not get Me Too'd.
I don't remember, but I remember hearing about it. I don't remember what it was.
Basically, in like the sort of I guess the height of Me Too accusations being thrown around, there was a picture of Keanu Reeves that came out where he was taking a picture with two female fans, and they were basically like both on either side of him, and he went to have like his hand around each of their shoulders, except you could see in the picture that his hands weren't touching them. His hands were just hovering like several inches away from them. So it's like he's just trying to not make any fucking physical contact.
I I do remember that. He's like the one celebrity that's not a douchebag.
Yeah, exactly. He's just a cool guy. There are other celebrities where I'm like, oh, you were just a really fucking cool dude. Like
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, well, I think my go-to example for a celebrity that's just being a really cool dude would be, I think, George Michael.
Who's George Michael?
From Wham.
Oh!
Because there was...
I don't really know anything about him.
So, basically, the only thing that I really know, like, substantive about him is enough to, like, win me over. Which is basically, before he died, he ended up donating a ton of his money to charity, but doing it secretly. Like, he would do it with, like, a fake name so no one knew that he was donating his money to charity. And, like, after he died, someone was like, alright, I feel like he deserves the clout for this. Like, even though he used a fake name so that he didn't get any clout for donating to charity. He's like, no, I'm not doing it for, like, the positive attention. I'm doing it to actually, like, help people.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want this to reflect well on me, because then that sort of cheapens why I'm doing it.
Well, I feel like once you're dead, that your point's proven.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's
he lived his entire life. He got really famous, made a ton of money, donated a ton of it to charity in secret, and then died. And then someone else outed it, and they went. And I think even the way they went about revealing it was he didn't want me to say anything, but I wouldn't live with myself if I didn't say this. Like,
yeah,
dude was just really cool. So there's your fucking just really wholesome celebrity that you can point to and be like, you know what? There's a dude that was just good.
Yeah.
There you go. I as far as I know, I don't think he has any fucking cases against him, which is great. He's been...
I doubt he would anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he's been dead for a while, so it's not like any of those are going to spring up, except that totally happens all the time. Like, with Michael Jackson, he has new cases even though he's been dead for quite a while.
Yeah, but I feel like that was also different.
Yeah.
In a way.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it was...
Michael Jackson.
Well, yeah, it's true.
And there's cases.
I mean...
And it's children.
Right? Yeah, I mean, that's true, but, like... You know, it's just funny that, like, even after he's dead, he's still having more people come out and accuse him of doing shit. It's like, dude, at this point, like, why even? Like, he's dead. Like, what do you hope to get?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Michael Jackson molested me when I was a kid, and it's like, you know he's been dead for, like, 10 years, right? Like,
at that point, I think it is just like, well, fuck this dude. I have to live with this every day. Let's tarnish his name.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
and it's like,
is.
Yeah, but I mean, even at that point, it's like, you really think you're gonna ruin, like, Michael Jackson's reputation?
Yeah. Like, I'm one person who listened to him a lot and barely even knew about it. Like, really accomplished what you wanted there.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, do you really think history is going to look back at Michael Jackson and be like, yeah, the child molester, or like the king of pop?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the king of pop.
yeah, they'll be like, they're pretty much only going to remember the music and how good it was, and that's kind of it.
I mean, I have no problems with that.
I mean, yeah, I'm not super upset about that. Like, well, because I think people just need to be more willing to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah.
Because when you look at, especially music, just like so many fucking popular people are just not good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, dude, fucking people still listen to Chris Brown. People still listen to Chris Brown's music, and he, like, there was quite a bit of evidence that he just beat the shit out of Rihanna. Like, back in, like, fucking, what was it, 2009? He just, like, fucking absolutely beat the shit out of Rihanna, and, like, he's just fine right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that shit's ridiculous, but, you know. Whatever. Alright, so we're up to, like, an hour 4 at this point. I think we should, start calling it, because apparently people are really fucking hypersensitive about listening to an hour of content and nothing else.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so, thank you for watching the Bois Incorporated Podcast, episode 11. If you want to, leave a like, subscribe, comment, I'll read all your comments. It would help out a ton. Thank you for listening. We'll, see you next week.